Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Welcome to your February 2024 tarot reading. I hope and pray all is well with you and that you enjoy the message. Let's see what messages come out for you guys, okay? Okay, I'm hearing that the divine creator is either holding you or upon you. So, you know, depending on where you are in life, how you choose to accept the Most High, I feel like you could be getting a hug or a kiss from the divine. And then some of you who have been like rejecting that energy, or you need more of a high vibration, you might be receiving it, okay? So. That might be what we're talking about. Some of you who've been feeling rejected. 9 of Wands here. Whether it's someone making you feel like you're rejected, you might want to look at like how you're connecting with higher source and just higher vibrations overall. I feel like there have been a lot of boundaries that you have placed based off of like experiences of feeling like you were scorned by the Most High because others wanted to like cut off your purpose or make you feel lesser than, or just make you feel less of yourself, and how that's affected you. It's almost like at one point in time, someone felt as though they were successful at making you self-sabotage. But I don't feel like these are friends of yours or like people. These aren't people who had good intentions, okay? Like the entire time. This is not somebody that you were ever friends with. This is not somebody that maybe you stopped talking to. This is something deeper. This is someone who didn't like themselves at all, and they put it on you, and then you may have started projecting self-hatred, okay? I feel like that's the root of the problem here. It's not necessarily those that maybe you've turned against or tried to, like, oh, be careful if you try to turn somebody against themselves because you didn't like yourself. Because that's what I'm getting here too, okay? Yeah, Judgment and 8 of Wands. And also recognize that people don't have to forgive you. You know, it's okay for you to move forward. There is no hate here, but trying to force your way into somebody's life so then you can reject them again, I feel like it's not, it doesn't make sense, okay? It really doesn't make sense. There's something here that you have to practice healing within yourself. And I feel here that if your solution oftentimes is like move or traveling and things like that, because you feel like you're bogged down by things, like exploration is very important. At times you might feel overindulgent. Not all the time, but a lot of times you may feel overindulgent or like you just want to stay away or just become a traveler. But it doesn't really solve your problems if you keep projecting it onto others. So just be mindful of how you are maneuvering through life, how you are traveling through life, or how you are traveling, you know, some of y'all could be astral travelers and things like that, or trying to project. You know, be mindful of what you're projecting out there, because you might be, some of y'all might be coming off as very cold or harsh to some people who really care about you or cared about you, okay? Now, I also feel here that you need to practice forgiving yourself, because you could have did like blame game and then tried to play the victim at one point in time because somebody did that to you. Who is this who did that? It could have been a Taurus, 9 of Cups, the bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Like if you were adopted, this could be adopted parents, family could also have done this to you. Some of you guys, it could be like a guider who did this to you. Like they're older than you are. They might, okay, it could be a parent, you know, a marriage here with a mom and a dad. And then there's like maybe someone remarried or something like that I'm picking up on. Whoever this is, I feel like they try to play on your emotions. I was getting the energy of somebody trying to like play God, but in a damning way. Okay, now this is not for everybody, but for those who might be of a Hindu background or Hinduist or something like that, it could be a parent who like try to force their demeaning ways on you or their like dark ways on you through that background. Through like a really negating background. And try to force values or beliefs onto you so that they could do really harmful things to you. Yeah. And it could have made you feel like very internally conflicted or deceptive, or like had the intent of being deceptive towards like specific signs. Maybe you have Capricorn placements in your chart or something like that. Wow, this could have been the person who only did abusive things to like 2 people. And I feel like somebody was okay with that. And that's not okay. You know, on this journey, you know, let's be clear. I want to show y'all this card really, really closely because it's not a void, meaning there's nothing there. You have stars. You have the ability to practice healing and breaking this chain. I feel here that it's going to take an immense amount of work, daily practice. But if you come to those energies of like wanting to take it out on other people, you'll be doing the same thing. All right? So that might be why you're like in the Queen of Swords in February. Just practice authenticity with it. Making sure that you're focusing on your crown chakra here, because I feel like oftentimes when it comes anything to do with love, you go into a void state. Okay, a void state. Not knowing if it's genuine or not knowing how you can trust someone, or someone causing like some sort of tension or arguments, like being combative. I could be picking up on like the tradition of wife sharing and things like that, and how it has harmed your connection or your faith, or how you view mothers and fathers or maternal figures and paternal figures and things like that. And how be careful, like if you had kids with somebody and then you tried to play it like, oh, we're just going to be platonic now, or I'm gonna call you when I need you. I feel like that practice for you is like really conflicting with your emotions, but it was something that you felt molded into. And so you're grieving that. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Possibly, I keep hearing somebody trying to force, like, don't worry, but like maybe you need to think about these things or reflect in a healthier manner. Like deeply reflect in a healthier manner. Because if you are feeling like you're not resting, but it's like you need to pay attention and focus, be mindful of what it's about. Practice being mindful about what it's about. Because you don't want to externalize in a negating way, but you also want to internalize it, especially like in your home. Maybe practice like saging and then doing some Palo Santo work once you feel a little bit happier in your energy. Because I'm seeing where some of you guys, you're like you have the proper tools to get yourselves in a motivated place, to flower and heal yourself. And then I'm getting here where you're like, what am I doing right at the end of the night? And then you're like, what am I doing wrong? And then you have all of these things that are coming in. I feel like it's about scheduling. It's about possibly remembering the routine or the practice or what's going to be most suitable for you. Because, you know, let's say, I'm just going to give the example again of like Palo Santo. Palo Santo is something to amplify the energy. And saging is used to clear out negative, bad energy that doesn't serve you. If you have a fear of trying to sage out to welcome anew, but you keep experiencing the same issues or problems, maybe even distortion, that could be the conflict. You're amplifying more of the conflict too, but it's not bringing you healing because it's not meant for you. It's like residual energy and a way to feel powerful through manipulation when you don't need those things. If you believe that releasing some of these, you know, dark energies that they don't want you to begin with. They don't want you to begin with. It's not yours. If you are associating it with like people or amounts or titles and things like that, it's causing you more harm than good. And people care about your direction and journey that aren't like people who maybe manipulated you into like a false belief. You know, and let me remind you that false beliefs can happen for centuries sometimes, you guys, and be mistaken and you know, misconstrued all the time, okay? So just know that if you're associating those two together, like numbers and things like that, with not sieging so that you can gain more, it's not healthy. It isn't healthy for your mind state, for your mentality, for mental clarity as well. And I'm also getting here that there might be some sort of alarming energy of like, once you do clear this out, you may actually find what is truly meant for you. And I feel like it's here now, but it's feeling resented because of possibly how long you've held on to some sort of manipulative practice and how condescending that has made life. It's maybe even attracted more karmic energy that you don't even desire, and you know that you don't need it. You know that it doesn't mean you any good. I feel that you know that. You know, I'm not going to negate your own knowledge. Like, I feel it, okay, you guys? So, you know, I would highly encourage you to do some good sage work. If you feel like fire is too much for you, or you have a fear of that, there, like I said, there's ways to spray in sage. There's other ways to smudge. There's other ways to clear through this chaotic energy that was bestowed upon you, maybe from someone that you no longer connect with. And also, if you've been feeling like there's people who want to come back into your life, I keep hearing, thinking of you. I feel like you need to practice clearing that away too, because there are new people who don't have dark, hidden motives. They treasure you. They care about you. Okay? They're noble. They're not like some of these energies and things that have been placed onto you. Especially because I keep seeing a distorted distancer traveler, especially if you served in like the military, the army, or anything like that. And in some ways it caused you like disability, or it caused you to think about life and its true meaning and what are you doing this for? You know, I do feel here that, oh wow, I'm praying for you, okay? You know, if you feel like you're still in that energy of like breaking down, or, you know, feeling like self-absorption here, let's practice releasing those parts, or setting the intention to release those things. But I'm seeing like when somebody sages a place, like some dark shit is like really going to move away from you. It's going to move away from you. It's not wise to then start projecting on other people like they're the problem. It's actually just going to bring in more problems. It's just going to bring in more problems to you because of how you are viewing others, especially if people have chosen to quiet themselves and remove themselves, to force them back, like, oh, humming and umming and coming back to me and things like that. That's not wise. You're not focusing on your journey of healing. And you're also not sending others well wishes in that way. Like, Okay, with the strength here, Leo energy. Some of y'all may have Leo in your chart here. You may need to practice the Sphinx pose. But the most important thing that I love about Sphinx pose is that you should never hurt yourself. The moment you feel any sort of tension, try to lightly ease up there. And that's how you learn how to gain strength within your own body. To not push yourself so hard or overexert yourself. That would be like ego related, okay? And hopefully, maybe, okay, you're healing from an injury as well. Some of you who have been working on yourself, you might be healing from an injury like that. And, oh my gosh, somebody could be concerned. Somebody around you could have had or is healing from spinal bifida or is learning how to heal that. And also I'm getting here, some of you might be feeling like you're at risk for having to have like some sort of back surgery or something like that. Or like, let's say you got into an incident or accident of some kind. This has already come to pass, okay? So I'm not like wishing this on anybody. I feel like I'm talking to someone who might like be preparing for surgery, or someone who is experiencing an injury but like is so fearful of like being touched or being touched by certain people, possibly because of the emotions that come through. Emotional releasing is very important and it's healthy. I remember there was times I was doing like some emotional releasing and then people tried to accuse me of being depressed. And I'm like, bitch, this is kind of the best feeling right now that I need. This is exactly what I need. Like, fuck your judgment, because you're unhealed and projecting. So, you know, I get that. I understand that. And I also am seeing here where you need to practice healing what has intimidated you. If you have, for example, a family full of like doctors and somebody's like, oh, I'm going to be your doctor that helps do this for you, seek counsel elsewhere, especially if you experience a lot of that torment that we talked about. Okay? Because that can be a form of abuse as well. Or if you know, it could even be in other ways with people that you know have like been selfish, or using like their money for gain, or like somebody who may have they might demand you, like you might have a parent or a step parent or something like that, stampede. So they could be like, they're just of dark energy. I'm just going to put it that way, simple as that. Like if they have like your inheritance, or if they have something of yours, or they feel like they have some power over you because of that, I feel like God is scorning them until they do the right thing. And you need to know that with the Ace of Cups, especially if you have people who are like, oh, I'm going to threaten you until you do this or you accomplish this, they become no one. In fact, they might be losing their position, or they've lost it already. Like they don't have it. And I feel like you're the key. I feel like you're the key. Yeah. It's like accusing somebody of being greedy, who's been like sharing what is of others and not taking it or claiming it, and then trying to falsify that they did. The bitterness of some. Ten of Cups, yes. Like, I feel here, yes, it's wanting to come out in reverse. Like, false people here who, like, manipulate love, not knowing what it really is or means. Don't really care about it. Weren't really born of it. Okay. If someone like had to teach themselves how to love, don't hate that person or the people that they choose to love. Because, like I said, some people weren't born of love. Like, they weren't born in a loving circumstance or situation, and appreciate yours. If you're learning that maybe it was on falsehoods, practice some self-love. If you're doing something that's too harsh for your body and you need something that's going to kind of keep you balanced, you know, I feel here some of you guys might have been accused of being sexually different because you really start to embrace aspects of yourself. And you have people here who have like always remained neutral on that because of how they experience things. Okay. I'm hearing a heretic, so. When you start to heal in this way, I feel like you will come to find that you're not always happiest with those who project like rushing into you. Also, you could still be mad that somebody said that you was acting like somebody who was of falsehoods, but you know, at times you need to remind people so that they can do better. Simple as that. You know, because when you begin to act like something and you don't want somebody to become that, sometimes you have to send that warning out like, hey, don't be like that. Try not to be like that. Try your best not to be like that, you know? It's never from a place of harshness that I feel. Somebody saying, I'm going to rescind that offer until I am ready, or until they are mature and well. I feel like somebody is coming of age, and maybe you might want to marry when you're a little bit older in life. Some of you. Or some of you guys just don't want that. But stealing it from other people isn't cool. Or being upset. Like, let's say somebody has kids or children or other family now. Just be mindful of what you're asking for. Be very mindful of what you're asking for and be cognizant. Because I'm seeing somebody who might get in a marriage later on in life, like 36 or something like that, like really older. And, you know, this person that they wind up being with, you know, whether they have children or not, like being very freaking abusive, ridiculing them on their life, or wanting to date somebody older and they're ridiculing them about that. Like, not cool, not healed, not healed. So let's practice doing some healing work, okay? Also, I feel here, somebody's like, they would prefer like less people like in their home, even if they live at home, you know, with their parents. I feel like maybe you have a sibling or someone or a family member who's trying to move back in. Maybe they struggle with like tendencies that are like, maybe they struggle with things with their mind, okay? Maybe they struggle with tendencies that are not light. And maybe you're tired of coming to the rescue for this person because of how it affected you. I'm also saying, like, whenever you go to your inner child self, you could be recognizing why you never really liked someone, or like initially you didn't like someone, and how you learned to trust your intuition about it. They could be like younger. 99 is significant and 13 is significant. I mean, the only signs that I have here are Leo. I'm getting heavy Aquarius off of this. I'm getting Gemini, but I'm getting heavy Aquarius. That was like the main one that came through on that Queen of Swords. And Sagittarius. It's like Aquarius, Sagittarius. Maybe they have Sagittarius in their chart, but they're in Aquarius or something. Or they could have been stealing from somebody. Oh, ooh. They may cause you might have felt like this person caused you some uncertainty at one point in time. Like they could have been stealing from somebody who was actually gifted or like a loving, caring person and trying to curse them and their family because they were jealous and bitter. This is somebody innocent. It might be Capricorn with 2 of Pentacles here. I feel like this is somebody here who has just always wanted to have their own opportunity, like to seem like they were good, but they were stealing from other people around them. Like this Aquarius energy, this Scorpio energy, maybe even stealing from you too, Aries. And Queen of Cups here. I feel like, you know, because of this, you might be in this place of appreciating, you know, your youth and your time to yourself, your sense of freedom here. And you're choosing to love and nurture yourself, or those who have nurtured you, who really do care for you. Someone who is a great caregiver and of peace, of good-naturedness. Even if they're not necessarily a Queen of Cups, I feel like they embody that. They're very healing or gifted, or they practice like emotional stability all around. And I feel like somebody tried to falsify somebody's narrative by trying to steal from them, but it's somebody that's young. It's somebody that's young. And then try to like do it to somebody who might like have a family now. I feel like they started scorning or getting jealous of a person like when they were coming of age. And so they wanted to force their way in. Yeah, 5 of Wands. I didn't even see this. Like somebody started to fight their way in and cause... Okay. And I feel here that this is why at times Aries has felt the need to like protest against somebody who... I don't know if somebody's agnostic or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting here that's like the overall energy. Like somebody's like, hey, I'm going to fight for my love. I'm going to fight for validity and finding myself so that I can learn love, because I'm here in Dua Lipa. Okay. And yeah, like it's important to know your power, your worth. Okay. I feel here once you guys do some proper healing work and some healthy healing, and you kind of clear out the clutter. I'm hearing clear out the clutter for those who make false claims. This could be a dark-haired woman with long hair. Somebody tried to do the same thing, but anyway, just go ahead and cleanse and clear how you need to. and sage, do some Palo Santo. Practice healing and practice welcoming in. Did somebody steal somebody's girl? A sibling though, a brother? They could be an earth sign. Yes. When? Oh, you was right if you said one of your siblings is a hoe. One or more, I don't know. Just saying. I'm gonna turn that over. Lord have mercy. Is somebody trying to... Oh, wow. Yellow red flag. Don't trust their money or finances. It's cursed. Somebody could be trying to justify why they curse somebody's money. Like, I feel like I'm explaining somebody's story of who done it, right? Like, who did it? The person. And then, this is why they did it. Maybe somebody stole something from work or something. Or like they had some other means, like some... Ooh. They were stealing finances from others. I'm hearing a firm. Not a firm, but a firm. Whoa. So that they could get like a wardrobe or like just take his shit. Excuse my language. It says get that new suit, wardrobe needs a revamping, condensing. Did somebody steal from their relative? Did they steal from others? They stole from others. Is it from like, okay, all right. Not cool. Not cool. I feel like somebody's like, okay, I don't deserve to suffer due to this person and the way that they indulged or overindulged. This could be I could be picking up on somebody who's getting fired, but Aries, possibly due to your age or your rank or something like that, I don't really know. But it might feel like that. You feel like you have to suffer the consequences for somebody. And that's unfair. It may make you feel like you can't love or like you have to wait. That ain't right. Okay, I like this one. Yeah, 808, I did see that, okay? Yeah, it says the universe wants you to have more stability and money before your true person comes. Be optimistic, allow this to happen. And I feel like some of you are going to start affording something. All right, you're going to start affording something. Now I see 909. It's time to develop a good communication for why you are removing yourself from things that don't serve you so that you can go ahead and realign yourself to what's going to bring you the most momentum in your life. Some of you guys could be a dragon energy. or you highly connect with that, or maybe you're the year of the dragon or something like that. But I feel here, like if you're aware that somebody had hidden motives, who was doing some messed up stuff, or maybe, oh, I'm here, I gotta go tell mom, or don't tell mom. You might be finding out that somebody, like, this is like a brother or a younger sister or something like that, who gave you something, but it was stolen. Like they stole from innocent people. While saying or claiming that they were trying to help the public. Just know that you're going to be protected in whatever happened in this. Okay? Someone really messed up. They want to sincerely apologize and make it up to you. 756, just be integral. If you feel like, hey, it's going to take me some time, because there's other consequences and other burdens and other things that occur because of that. Get to that healing place. Maybe focus on the heart chakra. Maybe some of you guys are choosing to turn away from this person because they've done this several times. Like several times over. They could have stolen from a Hispanic person, because I keep hearing rapida, rapida, and then rapido. It's so funny, every time I go to the love cards, and when I go to the loving aspects from my cards, my little head wrap, it kind of comes off, my head, it comes off, but what messages? Others of y'all are like cutting everybody off who did this to you because you got true love. 30 or 3 says this love is once in a lifetime. Okay? I feel here that you have some true authenticity. You have some things of nobility that you are taking care of, or you're seeking that. You want something that's authentic and real, and you don't want no bad dharma, no bad karma. You don't want nobody that nobody had. You might be like my ass, like, are we of kin? You know, ask the, if they have an animal around, ask the animal, we kin, you smell anything, a similarity? I do that shit. I do that shit. Background check your ass deeper than any form of any other form, because they'll tell you. They will tell you, okay? And forgiveness here, 11, 29 breaking down to an 11, okay? It says nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Yeah, you can't really change the past in this situation, or who somebody is becoming too. I feel like somebody is becoming really deceptive, and this is why you're learning, like, hey, I can't change, you know, where I come from or what somebody did. I can just be better. I can just be better. It's not okay to say, oh, I can't change shit, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose this true love and try to make them a trap queen, and they feeling all this energy, and it's not of them. That's why that cleansing is very important. Okay, that's why that true healing is very important. All right. Ooh, somebody is pushing it out of the vagina. Maybe somebody is having another child, or, you know, is having a baby or something like that. And maybe they trying to force somebody into a marriage or a union that way. Action speaks loudly. Express your love through actions. Now somebody might feel like they owe something. Be careful. Make sure it's not karmic. Make sure it is a true love. And also be careful, like, if this person really isn't your person and you try to do something to make y'all true loves, it will reverse. It will not, like, if you did something, it will not stand, okay? So you just have to go with the flow, all right? You just gotta go with the flow, right? But yeah, Aries, that was your message. I hope and pray that you all enjoyed, that you got something from for you. Okay, if it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I would love to read for your energy. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope this gave you some guidance. I hope it did, please. Whew. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.